don't you chew on that cord. Wednesday, kitty. Sweet child of mine, if you knock that over. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I've kind of been wanting to make for a while. It's gonna be a sort of how-to and like tips and tricks for recording and editing and uploading from your iPhone. In case you haven't seen it previously, I did make a video a couple years ago on my channel. I will leave it linked down below. But basically it was all about how I used to film and upload videos from my iPhone. And at the time I had the iPhone 4S, so that is all that I was using to make my YouTube videos. And I noticed recently that the views have really spiked on that video, and a lot of comments keep coming in with like questions, so I figured it would be really fun to just answer them in another video and give you guys a better example, since I have improved with lighting, a camera, and I have a computer now. My cat's checking herself out. So I'm just going to read off some questions that I can answer just basic, like verbally like this, and then I'm going to answer other questions using my computer, so it might be like a voiceover from time to time on here, because some of the questions require my computer or the phone itself. Did that even make any sense? I also feel like you guys are super zoomed in on me today, so I'm sorry for all the ugly up in your face, because it's like midnight right now and I've had this makeup on for a while. Okay, so first question that pops up is, what do you do if you don't have a tripod? And before, whenever I used to film, I remember the very first video I filmed it, I'm pointing to the corner of my room over there, is where I filmed it. It was like I think it was like an April or May favorites video or something. It's still up on my channel actually, but I used, because I didn't have a tripod, obviously at the time, so I have like, it's kind of like one of those like little TV dinner trays, and then I took like a small little jewelry box thing that I got when I was like a child. I put that on top, and then I basically just kind of did it by trial and error. Like I measured, like I would set it up, I tried to balance my phone as best as possible, and I was using the front camera at the time, so it was a little bit easier, but I would use the camera just to kind of see, like I'd sit down, I'd see where I was, and then I would add like a book or you know, something with a little bit more height to create the angle or the level that I wanted it to be at. So it was complicated. It is a lot easier just to get a tripod, but of course not everybody has the money to get one or has the access to one, so that's what I did. So the next question is, how do you add pictures to your video? And whenever I filmed how I edit my videos using my iPhone, I actually had already had a computer at that time, so I don't think there's a way that you can do it on your phone using the iMovie app, but I will show you how I do it in the iMovie app on my computer. Like I said, I don't think that there's a way that you can do this through your phone if that's the only device that you're able to use. But I'm just going to show you guys how I do it on my computer. iMovie in here, so I'm just going to pull that up, and I have a project open. So basically, with your video, so you're gonna have a chunkier video that you want, and I'm just gonna use this picture I have of Zane because this is like the only photo that I have in here, like in my iMovie library. So basically with this, whenever you want to put a picture over your video, it's super simple. You just take the picture and you drag it directly over. You can lay it exactly where you want it. So I'm just going to plop it down there. And as you can see, he like pops up like super huge. But you want to make sure that you've clicked on the picture. You're going to go up here to the settings, like little toolbar. You're going to go to this one, which has the two little squares. And then right here where it says cutaway, you're going to scroll down and you're going to do picture in picture. So then that puts him right here, and then you can move him anywhere on the screen. And then you also want to go to the crop section over here, and you want to do fit. That way it is the whole picture itself. And then as you can see, you have Zane on your page, and that is pretty much it. So you can just watch. And it just pops up, and then you can choose obviously the length. And the same thing goes with video. If you want to put like a video in video, you just slide it right on over top. I'm pretty sure it automatically, yeah, it's automatically fit. And then you just do picture in picture, and then you can expand it to sit like that, and then it will play right over.
Ta-da!
A lot of you guys asked if that video that you were watching, the how I filmed the YouTube videos, was filmed with the iPhone, and no, it was not. It was filmed with this camera. Hold on. It was filmed with the Sony Handycam. I actually still have it. This is the camera that I use. It's just a little handheld camcorder, and then this little screen pops out so that you can see it has like a little viewfinder. It was super cheap, and I got it from Target. So I know it's probably another question that's going to pop up, but what is the camera that I use now? And I use the Sony OX5000, and I got this from Nebraska Furniture Mart, and I got it like back when it like recently had just come on the market. I know a lot of people, like a lot of girls, use this for vlogging, but I've had it for a while, and it's super simple to use. A lot easier than like a DSLR, I think, anyways. I mean, of course, one day I'd like to upgrade and kind of figure all that out, but this one's super easy. So another big question was, how do I import music? And back then, whenever I was importing music through the app, I was just using my iPhone. So the app, obviously, for iMovie was significantly older. I don't know if you can still use that feature now. I'm gonna try and mess around with the app on my phone, and if I can figure it out, I'll show you guys. Basically, it used to let me access my iTunes folder, so I could import music. Obviously, I couldn't use copyrighted music, but you could, however, plug your phone into like your computer and use like the YouTube to MP4 like converter, the YouTube converter that you can find on Google. I use it all the time still, and download a song from YouTube, like from the video, and then that way, whenever you put that on your phone and then you try to import it to the app, it lets you because it doesn't recognize that it's copyrighted music. So kind of a loophole. Hopefully that made sense. I'm gonna try to explain it a little bit better if I can figure it out on the newest iMovie app on the phone.
So we're gonna click on the iMovie app and then create project, movie. We're just gonna go with simple. And then we're going to click this little button right over here to the left to import from the camera roll. I'm gonna go ahead and click that same button before, and then down here at the bottom, I'm gonna click audio. And let's see here, let's do song. And then basically, like I was trying to explain before, a lot of this music, because it's copyrighted, you probably won't be able, like you won't be able to generally, you won't be able to import it into your video. But if you do download the song through a YouTube converter and put that, like, you know, download that to your computer and then put that on your iPhone, like to your music, you should be able to. That's how I used to do. Just take this one. This one's an Adele one. I don't know why they're not playing, but basically you just put that, you just click that little import button, and then it should put it right in there. And then again, you can just highlight the music and change the volume if you want to. And normally it should play. I don't know why it's not playing. I don't know if I just can't hear it, or I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that is basically it. Hopefully this was helpful. I feel like I was like super confusing, but fingers crossed that made sense for you guys. And then another question that I got was how I uploaded the video. Let's just hit done. I haven't really like played too much with this, but let's just try it. Okay, so after you hit done, you're gonna wanna hit that middle icon right there. I used to upload straight from my phone, like this would go straight to YouTube, but it took forever. And sometimes my phone would crash and I would wake up and the app would be closed and I'd have to start all over again and just keep an eye on it and make sure that the phone didn't go to sleep, which of course is probably not good for your phone. I personally would just click that center logo right there and click save video. That way you save it to your iPhone and then you can go through the YouTube app, I believe, and upload from there. Let's see if you can. I'm actually not sure. Let's check. Yeah, so if you click, if you're in the YouTube app and you're on your little profile thing, you should be able to upload from the camera roll. So yeah, that's going to take way less time because before, when I was just doing it straight from the app, it took forever. So yes, hopefully that answered some questions.
I also got a couple questions about the end slate of my video and how I create the cover photos for them. I can do a whole separate video on that if you guys would like. If you're interested, if that's something you want to see, just let me know in the comments below. Another big question was lighting. So back then I was just using one of those really inexpensive lamps that I think you can get at Walmart. I think even Gordman's, like if you guys have a Gordman's around, a lot of places sell it. I'll insert like a little clip of it because I still have it. It's just right over here. But yeah, it's just like a little lamp with, I think it's like 5. Yeah, it's got 5 little like legs basically coming out of it, and I was just using, I think, daylight bulbs that you can find like Target, but yeah, that's all that I was using for lighting back then. And also for lighting right now, I am using 2 box lights. They are from Limo Studio. I got them from Amazon. They're super inexpensive. No, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just wanted to let you guys know where to get some really good quality, inexpensive lighting, so I'll leave a link to that down below. Again, there was a question about applying a thumbnail using your phone. I never figured out a way to do it. I don't think that there is a way to apply a thumbnail to your videos just using your iPhone. You would definitely need a computer for that, unfortunately. There's a comment on here that says when I upload my videos, it's not full screen, there's a margin. And this I did want to cover really quickly. So back when I first recorded, if you guys have been here with me long enough, you might remember that a lot of my videos in the beginning had a margin on them. It was like basically the size of like a square Instagram post, basically. And that is because I was using the front camera, because of course, you know, using the back you can't see yourself. So I was just using the front camera. That way I kind of had a viewfinder. I knew that I was in frame, in focus, and I could see what I was doing. So if you are going to use your phone to start recording videos, I highly suggest that you use your back camera. It is 10 times better quality, at least it was on the 4S. I know obviously as we progress through the times, the phones are getting so much better and the quality is getting so much clearer. Still, I think using the back camera is the way to go. Once I started using my back camera, of course it was a struggle to see myself. So in the beginning, I actually just had to do it by trial and error. I would kind of set it in the angle and the position that I thought would work for me. I'd press record, sit down, move around, do whatever, and then get up and then watch the video back and see, you know, what's going on, how it looks. Was I in focus? Was I in the center? And then I would adjust, you know, accordingly. But then I realized a super easy way is just to take a mirror. I have one of those like really cheap, like flimsy, like full-length mirrors that you can get at like Target or Walmart. I know Walmart has them for sure. And I used to kind of just set it up against the wall, and I would try to film, like I'd try to set the tripod up kind of towards, like obviously against the wall, so that way the screen was facing the mirror. That way I could see from where I was sitting in the mirror what I was doing. Does that make sense? So it was kind of complicated. Again, it's just trial and error. You've kind of really got to position it correctly, get the right angle, so that way you can see what you're doing and whether or not you are in the frame. Also, the tripod that I was using while I was filming with my iPhone was a strict, like, not strict, but it was a specific like iPhone tripod. I'll try to insert like a little picture, but I will also try to link it down below if I can find it on Amazon for you. It is really tiny. It sits on like a desk really nicely. But of course, if you want like an angle like this with a, you know, a background of some sort, you would want a, you know, full length like standing tripod. And a lot of the tripods, obviously the tops fit for like screwing on a camera, but I have seen in the comments, which is a really great suggestion. As we all know, the selfie sticks have come out super popular. I'm pretty sure on mine as well, because I have one. But I believe you can actually unscrew the top, and then you could, in fact, screw that on top of the tripod, and then you could very easily just secure your phone in it. Hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have used a selfie stick, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So that way, if you're going to use your iPhone to film, but you have a full-length tripod, that just makes it easier to get that angle for you. Just to warn you guys, if you do click the link below to watch my old video from 2 years ago, I'm sorry. My eyebrows, so bad. It's cringeworthy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I sincerely hope this helped some of you guys and answered some of your questions. If there's anything else you want to know, just leave me a comment down below and I would love to help you out. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!